Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady in Yellow Tarot. Thank you so much for joining back with me. So this is the reading for the Leos, and we are doing a Mercury and Pisces retrograde readings. So the one thing I hear all the time through my friends is, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why is it always this me? You know, the constant why me? Why is this happening? So I thought I would do some readings for all the signs and just kind of give you guys some enlightenment on why is this happening to you in Mercury retrograde? Why is it attacking this this area of your life? Okay, so what's happening is that through astrology, it's going to be affecting the collective Leos in the 8th house. The 8th house is the house of sexual connections, death, also taxes, loans, investments, debt. You know, and when I say death, I don't mean like you're gonna die. It just means that they're the ending of things and the beginning of things. And so for you, Leo, you may be experiencing all this, why is this happening to me, through that energy of death. Like, why am I losing my job? Why am I losing this, my lover? Why this? Why that? Why is this happening? It's because it's Mercury retrograde is specifically zoning in on this energy in this area of your life, Leo. So I'm going to just pull some cards and just find out what within the 8th house is really going to be really up in your zone, your orbit, as we call it. So let's find out. Okay, Leo. All right. So here we go. Put the cards down here. But first and foremost, let me just kind of get an idea of what the guides are saying. Okay. So feeding off the whole death energy of the transformation energy of the ending of things and therefore starting new things, I'm feeling this strong energy of that even before Mercury retrograde ended, you were already in this kind of heading towards this direction through there's a lot of changes, major changes already rolling out for you, Leo. So maybe you ended a relationship and started a new one, or maybe you ended your job and started a new one, or maybe you ended, whatever it was, you were ending things very clearly even before this retrograde started. And that caused a change of destiny, a change of things. If you weren't ending things, maybe just some new opportunities came your way that maybe had you already ending. The point is that there were some major changes happening prior to this, which is good because you want these changes to happen before Mercury retrograde. But now we're playing the integration game. Like, how are we integrating these changes during Mercury retrograde? Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I know that was kind of speaking even before Mercury retrograde. So this card is going to represent like the week leading up to Mercury retrograde, also known as the shadow Mercury shadow period. So this is what was happening before, and it was through the child of one's energy. Okay, so what this is telling me is, it's also known as the Page of Cups, or sorry, Page of Wands. Is there was a lot of a spark. Okay, we have that spark right there. So we have a spark of fire. Maybe you started up, you are Leo, you are fire. So maybe you started a fire somewhere, a creative spark, passion spark. Maybe you met somebody new, you know, hence the change of destiny. You know, there was a lot of spark energy, a lot of initiation going on the days leading up to actual Mercury retrograde. And the way you were prepping for the Mercury retrograde, speaking of sparks, more sparks, right? So we have more sparks here through the King of Wands. So a lot of fiery energy is up in you, Leo. A lot of fire. I mean, you're already fiery, but now we're adding this fire card, and now we're adding this fire card. So you have this childlike energy, right, with this child card, but then this energy is more mature. Okay, so the way you're prepping was in a very mature way. Like, I'm going to be mature about how I'm going to approach this. Okay, so if this is a new love, you know, you very much approach it in a very mature way. You were not, you know, immature. It's like, hey, I want to bang, bang, bang. You're like, no, hey, I like you. Let's take it nice and slow, but I really like you a lot. Okay, so we got two big sparking energies already. Okay, so I'm already sensing this is going to turn into love reading, but we'll see. But you know, if it's not that, Leo, It could also indicate a new friendship, you know. It could also indicate a new connection, you know, because it's about connections and maybe an investment, a spark of an investment. Maybe taxes, you know, you're trying to get your taxes done, but you know, you're prepping in a very mature way. So then during retrograde though, and also I would highly recommend you not file taxes during Mercury retrograde, because for you specifically, because I feel like some weird shenanigans going on with your birthday, like not your birthday, during Mercury retrograde. I see some potential problems with your taxes, Leo. So don't file your taxes between March 16th through March 9th. Just don't do it. Do not do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't file them. Don't file them, because I feel like there's gonna be some weird shit going on, okay? And we gotta think about it's gonna be affecting electronics and such. So again, do not do it, okay? So then wait till March 9th. Then we have what's actually going to be happening during retrograde for you, and it's in the Chariot, okay? So you're gonna be forced to make a major decision. And you know what? You actually, I know I'm gonna sound crazy right now, but you don't want to make a major decision during Mercury retrograde, because whatever major decision you make now is not going to stick. And now I'm being told that you're going to be faced with some major decisions, Leo. So how are you going to approach that? If I'm telling you don't make any major decisions, don't do it. But then you're going to be faced with a major decision, because the Chariot is all about making a decision and going down the right road. You want to do things right. I see it, Leo. You want to do things right. You want to pick the right road. You want to pick the light. You don't want to be on this dark side, you know? You want to be on the light side. So, but we're also working with Mercury in Pisces energy, right? So Pisces is very dreamy, very like, you know, you may not be seeing everything for what it is, because it's so dreamy up in the clouds. Maybe whatever is going on over here, you're stuck in the clouds. Again, I'm feeling that love relationship. And maybe what you want to do is you want to force a relationship, making that person uncomfortable to make a decision. Okay. I'm feeling that strong. Leo, please, for the love of God, do not do that. Do not force anything onto the person. Do not force a partnership. Do not force a relationship. Do not force yourselves onto them. I get it. You like them, but do not do it, because you know what? If you start forcing them and they might feel a little cornered, that you might push them to the darkness and not to lightness. Or maybe because you're so like, oh, but I like this person, the spark is there. Why deny it? Because you need to still take it easy, Leo. Take it easy, okay? Don't rush it, don't force it. Let it be, okay? Let it be. This is a major decision and you're trying to force, that's what it is. You're trying to force a major decision when you shouldn't have to force anything. Let things be, let them roll, because if you're forcing it, then that's when you're gonna be like, why is this happening to me? And then I'm gonna come back and be like, well, what did you force, Leo? What were you trying to force? What decision were you trying to force, Leo? Okay, so don't do it. Don't force yourself into anything, okay? And if you're feeling forced, because I'm feeling that strong energy of forced energy, I would say try to get out of it as much as you can, because it's not going to lead to a good decision making when you're feeling cornered. So either you're cornering somebody or somebody's cornering you, because these are sexual connections, you know, and death, and it's almost like you're being forced to end something, start something new. You're gonna be, this is where things are gonna be messed with you right now, and don't be impatient. Don't be impatient. Being impatient, I'm sensing a lot of impatient energy during this time from you, Leo, and it's because you want it now. Okay, no, that's you forcing it. See, that's you forcing it. Don't just remove that. Okay, so then how to deal with it is through temperance, okay? That is through harmony, okay? So what you want to do is have harmony and just trust the universe, okay? Trust the universe that it's going to provide for you what you need. Don't feel like the need that you have to force things to get what you want, okay? It's very childish. I'm here, very tantrumy-ish energy, okay? So just let it be. Just be balanced, okay? And then from there, what's going to happen after the energy is you're going to feel very balanced, okay? So now we're talking about balanced energy, okay? We're working on, things have changed and now you're being impatient. Oh, yes, I'm feeling that strong. And it's because you're feeling so strong about this, spark, right? And you're trying to force a decision and you're trying to, what you should be focusing on is creating this balance. And then look, it looks like you're going to listen to me and you're going to create a balance for yourself, and that is the aftermath, this beautiful balance of you juggling everything, okay? And from there, the lesson or the outcome is going to be the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the outcome is Seven of Swords. So I think if you continue on with that forceful energy, you might find this other person in your life starting to lie to you because they feel cornered and they're trying to get out of it. So don't do that, Leo. Don't force your way into anything. And the lesson, because otherwise the lesson you're learning is that this person's gonna start lying to you. So just keep that in mind. If you continue to force your way into this situation, it's not going to end well. And this person's gonna start lying to you. And do you want them to lie to you? No, Leo. You want an honest person, but if you're forcing them to make decisions and really being forceful to them, you're kind of cornering them, and then they're going to get scared and run away, and they're going to run away by creating lies. And I know I just felt a collective like, oh no, but there's a way to get around it, Leo. You just have to not just let things flow, let things be harmonious, and it will happen. And don't be impatient, okay? So then, what I'm getting from here is that there's going to be, on the last day of Mercury retrograde is March 9th, so it's also the same day as a full moon. So I'm going to go ahead and pull cards and see what is going to happen during that time, okay? So let's see what kind of energy we got going on. What's going to be illuminated for you, Leo, during this time, because now we know that you don't want to be impatient. You don't want to be forceful. So let's see what's going to be illuminated for you by the end, because otherwise that person's going to lie to you, right? Okay, so look, the energy is gaining momentum. So again, you don't need to do anything. The energy is going to gain momentum if you keep your hands out of it, okay? So like I said, I'm feeling that strong sexual, love energy. Just this card is confirming it, okay? Things are going to gain momentum, and so don't force anything. Don't be impatient. And then finally, the last card I'm going to pull for you is what to reflect on, and it's risk, okay? So what you want to focus on is the idea of risk, right? The risk is that you have to let go of control, okay? Don't feel like you need to be in control. Just take the risk. Let things flow. Be more water energy, less fiery, less action oriented, and just be patient and just reflect on that. Like, is it worth the risk of losing this potentially awesome person? Think about that. Think about that, Leo. Okay, thank you so much for listening, Leo, and please subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I will see you soon. Okay, thank you, bye.